I want to ask this delicately. Nick, I want to say I'm sorry for your loss. I really am sorry. I want to ask a positive question about Aaron. I know the holidays can be a difficult time of year for anyone who's going through something, but do you have any fond memories of, spending the holidays with Aaron that you'd like to share with the fans?
There's actually, I was telling the guys, we were getting ready we just filmed our ABC Christmas special, and we were sharing some stories. I didn't get an opportunity to share this story, but when we were touring over in Europe, I was around 15 years old, and we were always over in Europe for about 3-4 years before we actually broke. And every time we were on stage, things were thrown at us, and there was all these stuffed animals that were thrown at us. And this is when we first started, and we were just trying to do our best, and didn't really have much at the time. So I collected all these stuffed animals and I bagged them up, and it was like a couple days before we got home for Christmas. And I bagged them all up and I put them in this bag, and I literally had it was this huge bag on an airplane. And I stuffed it in the bin up there, and I brought it home. And that night, I actually I was a little older, so I could help my parents, decorate and get things prepared.
Wait, you mean help Santa?
I was saying Saint Nick was actually in full
Saint Nick.
night.
Yeah.
And so anyways, I decorated everything, and I remember setting up these little footprints going from the chimney, and I put these cookies out that had a bite out of it. But anyways, that next morning, all my brother and sisters woke up, and they were so excited to see all these like stuffed animals like underneath the tree. And I actually put on a Santa outfit, and I came out and dressed up like Santa and it was just a beautiful time.
How old was Aaron at the time? Did he actually think you were
Well, he
Santa?
was 8 years younger than I, so he was don't know exactly the age, but
he was probably old enough to know it was you.
Yeah.
Nick.
So I was Saint Nick at the time.
That's
Yeah. So
16, 7, right?
okay. I see.
Yeah.
That's an adorable story. Thank you for sharing that with me and with the fans. The one last question I have about that is just, like I said, if someone's going through a tough time, a loss, a tragedy this time of year, do you have any advice for fans who might be going through something like that about, and how you're leaning on each other during this time at the holiday?
We are leaning on one another. We're coming together. There are a lot of people out in this world who are going through dark times in their lives. And,
Yep.
I encourage anybody out there to find someone, pick up a phone, call someone, and, just come together, with anybody the people that you love the most. And, so it definitely can be one of those times during the year, but, just know that there's people out there for you.